Hey everybody, what's going on? SupermanRion here, and we are back with another little discussion video. And today what we're going to be talking about is everything that we know about Xenoverse 2 up until this point. Betas, character rosters, updates, everything. We're going to talk about everything in this video, so if you're new to the channel, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. And without further ado, so what we know so far about the betas is that there are going to be two betas. There's going to be an open beta and there's going to be a closed beta. Both are going to come out next month in October of 2016. The closed beta is going to come out first, about October 8th, I believe was the date, but I'm going to put a card up here somewhere to another video on my channel I did a couple of days ago about the exact dates of when the betas are going to be coming out, the open beta and the closed beta. If you want to know that, just go check out that video, come back to this one, and then find out the rest of what we got in store for Xenoverse 2 so far. But anyways, as I was saying, there's going to be two betas. There's going to be a closed beta, there's going to be open beta. The closed beta is going to come out first, somewhere between the beginning to mid-October, and then the open beta is going to come out, I believe it's October 14th. Again, refer to that video, refer to my past video, but it's going to come out a couple of days to maybe a week after the closed beta comes out. Now, to get access to the closed beta, you have to pre-order the game on the PlayStation 4. As far as we know right now, the beta is not going to be available on Steam or on Xbox One because in Japan, Xenoverse 2 is PlayStation 4 exclusive because nobody else, I guess, in Japan plays Steam or Xbox One. They're more of a PlayStation community, PlayStation fan base, so that's where the betas are going to come out, which sucks for me because I'm getting it on Xbox One. But anyway, that's what we know so far, so let's get on to the next part of this video. Now, what we know about the character roster so far is that everybody that was in Xenoverse 1 is going to be in Xenoverse 2, plus some additional characters from Super, and characters from the rest of the Dragon Ball Z saga, or the rest of the Dragon Ball saga. As of right now, there's going to be 85 plus characters. Some of the new characters are going to be Cell First Form, which is really cool. I think everybody wanted that, or at least a lot of people wanted that. So maybe we'll have Frieza First Form, Second Form, all that crap that everybody wanted. We're going to have Android 16, which is going to be pretty awesome. Dodoria, which nobody really cares about. Janemba, pretty awesome. Gogeta, fucking sweet. So we're going to have a lot of new characters in the game, which is going to be really, really awesome. And for those of you that pre-order the game, you're going to get Goku Black before anybody else. Now, as far as Goku Black goes, right now you're only going to be able to get him through pre-order, but they have stated that they're going to release him later on in a DLC, which I think is going to be a free DLC, because they are doing free and paid DLCs. But I believe Goku Black in his base form is going to be free DLC, and then Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black will be paid DLC later on. Now, what's really, really cool is that they're making a portal. Dems is making a portal of sorts for the DBZ community to kind of get to talk to them and give them their feedback, give them what we want, what we need, what's wrong with the game, what could be improved, what we want in the next game, what we want in this game, all of it. They're going to make a portal of sorts for us to kind of communicate with them and give them our feedback as a community, which is really, really awesome. I don't think any other video game or any other game developer has ever done that, at least that I know of. If I'm wrong, let me know that down in the comment section below. But it's really, really awesome. That's actually one of my favorite parts about this game coming out right now. But what's even more awesome than them making a portal for us to talk to them and give them our feedback is they're actually listening to it. They're actually listening to our feedback and implementing it and integrating it into the game as they can, which is fucking sweet. Some of the problems that we talked about as a community giving our feedback to Dims about is the 3-minute time limit for online matches, which is fucking horrible. We've told them about that. They've expressed that they can change that very easily, and that's not going to be a big problem for them. So hopefully that will be changed, and I really think that it's going to be. Hit detection was a big problem that we gave them feedback about, and apparently, now I have yet to play the game, but from what I've seen and what I've heard, hit detection on the game, at least in offline multiplayer mode, is going to be fucking amazing. And I'm assuming that it's going to be a lot better on online matches as well, because it's only on new gen consoles, meaning PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, and then of course on PC, but PC is better than Xbox One and PlayStation as far as online games go anyway. So I'm assuming that hit detection is going to be a lot better on online matches as well. But again, obviously that's going to depend on your internet connection, your opponent's internet connection, and all of that good stuff. Now, for anybody that doesn't know, and if you don't know this, you need to get out of that rock that you've been living under. But the official release date for Xenoverse 2 is October 25th, 2016, which is, let's see, it's 1 month and 6 days away from the time that I'm recording this video. I believe it's 1 month, 6 days. I don't know. It's the 19th, whatever. It's the fucking 26th the next month, which is gonna be fucking sweet. I cannot wait. Now, lastly, what I want to talk about is just some of the bugs and stuff that they've fixed. Obviously, we've talked about hit detection. We've talked about time limit for online matches or multiplayer matches. Some of the other stuff that they've added and fixed is 6v1 matches, which is 6 online players versus 1 boss. In the trailer that we saw, it was against Grade 8 Vegeta, I believe. And in this 6v1 match, there were little mini games, you could say, in this match itself. Meaning that Grade 8 Vegeta would send other players, online players, into like another dimension where they would have to fight an enemy and beat that enemy before they could come back to the actual match and help their teammates out, which is really awesome. It's something that I don't personally think I have ever seen in any other video game, and I'm really hyped to try and test that out and see how well that works. I think it's gonna be fucking awesome, and it's gonna bring a whole new dynamic to online multiplayer matches. I mean, 6v1. Now, hopefully the Grade 8s are a little bit different than in Xenoverse 1, because obviously anybody could just go up behind that Grade 8, grab his tail, pull him up, drop him down, and then he's going to be stunned and you just beat the shit out of him and the super armor is gone. So hopefully it's not something like that. Hopefully it's an actual very difficult match. That's what I want. I want these 6v1 matches to be fucking difficult. I don't want their super armor to go away. I don't want you to be able to just grab them by the tail and stun them. Obviously, maybe if you grab them by the tail or something, it might do a little bit extra damage. But I don't want it to be like the Grade 8s in Xenoverse 1, and that's my only fear. But from the trailers that we've seen, it doesn't look like it's going to be like that. So I'm really hyped for that. Now, obviously, we still have just the same races that you can play in. There's Saiyans, Frieza race, Human, Namekian, and Buu. And those are still the only races that you play in or play as. I know that they didn't add Android and all this other stuff. That would have been really cool, but I don't think it's going to make the game bad that they didn't add this stuff in. But what they did add in is for each one of these specific races, you have specific items, specific moves, and specific mini quests and mini missions that you can do that are specific to these races. So, for example, Saiyans have different extra missions, different mini games than Namekians do, and they could have different items, different moves, all this other different stuff that they can get that Namekians can't get, which is really going to make it awesome, and it's really going to make me personally want to play as every single race at least once to get all these new moves, to get all these new items and do all these new mini games. It's really going to make the game a lot longer than Xenoverse 1 was, and a lot better, I think. And last but not least, I think I want to talk a little bit about the story mode. The story mode is going to be a little bit different. It's going to be relatively the same, but it's going to be a little different. As far as what I know right now, the only real big difference, other than the fact that it's just a continuation to Xenoverse 1 storyline, the one big difference and the one really cool thing about the story mode that we know of so far is that they're going to be integrating different villains and different characters into certain storylines. So, for example, in one of the trailers, we see Super Saiyan Goku fighting Final Form Frieza, but then we see Cooler jump into the mix. What's that about? I have no idea. And we also see Lord Slug and Turles together a lot. What's that about? I have no idea. But it's going to bring a whole new dynamic to the game, and I think it's going to make the story mode a lot better. It's going to give us a whole brand new story, and that's what I loved about Xenoverse 1, is that it had a different storyline than all of the other Dragon Ball Z games. Because I'll tell you what, guys, I'm not the oldest person in the world, but I'm not the youngest person in the world either. I mean, I played every single Dragon Ball Z game on a console that there is to play, and I've done all the story modes, I've beaten all the story modes, and I'll tell you what, 99% of the time it's the same old story mode. Same old storyline. There might be different ways to do it, but it's the same old storyline. It's just a normal Dragon Ball Z storyline. And then Xenoverse 1 integrated time changes and time distortions and stuff like that. Plus your custom created character, and that really changed the game from Dragon Ball Z, the Dragon Ball Z community in general as far as video games go. And now they're changing it even more, and I think that it's going to be really fucking awesome. It's going to bring a whole new dynamic to the game or a whole new dynamic to the series after they already had this big huge change 2 years ago with Xenoverse 1. Now they're going to be bringing a whole new dynamic, a whole new change, but still kind of keeping it the same. It's just going to be awesome, guys. I'm so hyped for this game. Let me know down in the comment section below how hyped you are for this game. But I think that's it for this video, guys. And as always, if you're new to the channel, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Comment down below, guys. Let me know how hyped you are for this game. Let me know what your favorite changes or what your favorite aspect of Xenoverse 2 that we know of is. And also, guys, let me know down in the comment section below if you've pre-ordered the game, if you plan on pre-ordering the game, if you plan on getting the game, or really if you just don't want to get the game. What I want to know right now is how many of you want the game, how many of you don't want the game. Because I know that there's going to be some people out there that one minor stupid little change, now they don't want the game. The whole game's ruined because we didn't get Saiyan Tails. Just let me know down in the comment section below if you want the game and you're hyped for it, or if you don't want the game because of whatever change. Let me know what change that is. But like I said, guys, I think that's it for this video, and I will see you all in the next one. This is SupermanRion signing off.